Hmm. What's up, Ascertain? Excuse me. What am I looking for? Caviar. So 27 meat wad. Thanks, Keeler. What's up, Keeler? Fake Zos, thanks for the follow. Thanks, CPAZ. Yeah, it's been a good day. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes. How have I been? I've been good, Keeler. Busy, but good. Oh. That's weird. That was kind of weird. Probably should put smaller hooks on this one, but we're going to start off just like this. All right. 169, no bites yet. That's new here, right? I was here for a few minutes earlier. And, okay, this is so annoying. I hate fishing off this dock. I really do. I was here for a few minutes earlier, and all I was getting was common carp. So that may continue. We'll see. What reel is that? Which one? My main carp reels are both Magaras, but this is a little Avia because I'm using a picker rod on my third setup just for funsies. Actually, not just for funsies. On the off chance that we catch something for the feeder stage 7, no 6, stage 6, you have to catch a 30-kilo fish using a picker rod. So it's kind of a weird one. I'm going to start kind of, when I'm fishing for carp, kind of having that in mind. Yeah, it's an Avia on the third rod. It's funny catching carp on a picker rod though. Like this rod just like looks like it's about to snap. And of course I have a lot less strength in the reel and the line, so if we did hook into a 30-kilo carp on this one, it's gonna be a long fight. What's really awkward is the test on picker rods though. Hey, this is the first non-common carp I've caught in this spot. $10-kilo ultralight lake trout. That was not fun, I guarantee you that. That would have been an adventure. You've landed a few 9.8 kilos on Lakers on Lacertes, Big Daddy? Wow. That was weird. You just lost a big fish, Fake? What happened? Do you know why you lost it? $169.83? That's just like right over here, right? That's under the tree, right? No? Yeah? It's basically fishing the same spot we are. 35-meter clip, dang. So they're throwing it farther away. Looks like they've had a lot of trophies, but they're using more corn, not using your first time with good gear at Bear and it just came off. Yeah, carp can definitely come off pretty easily. It is sometimes worth being really careful with it at first. Don't hit your right click button. Don't let there be any slack in the line. What's the other thing that often pops them off? You're only level 25? Nice. Let's see. If you right click, oh, don't hit shift. Don't shift reel. At least in the beginning of the fight, you definitely want the carp to get good and hooked on there before you get too aggressive with it. But they can pop off. Sometimes it just happens. And unless it's a really good fish, I don't even worry about being careful. This is a good fish, by the way. I don't even worry about being careful. I just reel them in as quickly as possible. But they pop off sometimes. They do. Catch all types of ghost carp. Okay. It's actually a picker rod. So you can't right click. I would just be careful how much you right click, especially in the beginning of the fight. You're more likely to lose a fish when you're hitting right click a lot. Don't we have to catch a 30 kilo using a picker rod? Yeah, that's why I have the picker rod out there. Just in case we hook into a 30 kilo carp, you know. I'm just messing around with the qualifications. Yeah, for feeder stage 6, you have to catch a fish laying 30 kilos with a picker rod. So I figure it's most likely going to either be carp or sturgeon. Either one's going to be painful, but just thought I'd throw it out there for now. Of course, that's what all the fish are coming to as well. Hopefully we don't snap this wind gate in half. $1,700 silver Wingate picker. It's just like the only one that had enough strength to even think about catching a 30 kilo fish. I'm using Caviar Mystic. I don't know what other people are using. I'm actually using double Caviar pop-ups, size 20 and 16. I have started to see some other postings, though, that people are going back to the corn or corn and boilie combos and maybe getting a little better bite rate. But if you're trying to like really go for the trophies, it seems like double pop-up is kind of the way to go right now. But if you want a little more active bite rate, probably throw on some corn and stuff like that. And I've also got 2-0 hooks, so we're definitely like sitting on trophies or trying to. What's up, TJ? Good evening to you. So let's look at the carp qualifications. Catch fish using boilies or pellets in 10 different flavors. Well, that's easy. It'll just take some time unless I intentionally switch off. Catch 5 different types of fish using any of the hair rigs. Again, it just takes a little time unless you really go for it intentionally. Catch 10 types of fish using any of the hair rigs. Fish weighing at least 20 kilos using boilie or pellets at least 25 millimeters at size. Whoa. 25 millimeters? That's interesting. That is interesting. The rewards, I think you just get a medal. Just something to work for. What's up, Hubble? Okay, so didn't it say at least... What was it? That's so weird. Catch a trophy using a rig containing only boilie or pellets no larger than 10 millimeters. These are weird. At least 25 millimeters. At least 25 millimeters. So if we put on the 26 and catch a nice one, that would do it. This might just completely kill our bite rate, though. What's up, Dev? Is there a difference between all these bite indicators? I mean, the only difference is the obvious one. They make different sounds, or in the case of the blinkers, they don't make a sound at all and they just blink. There's not a difference in the sense that you can't catch fish better with one or the other. It's personal preference. What's the qualifications thing? Yeah, it's a cool little thing, system they've added. It basically gives you something to work towards. Like I've been working towards feeder yesterday and today when I can. So some of the hard stuff for feeder is going to be trophy white eye bream using a feeder or picker. Trophy donuts rough using picker only. Trophy blue bream using feeder or picker. Earning at least 15,000 experience while using a picker rod. So like maybe a nice eel. I mean, I can't remember how much experience the eel give, but that might be where you go for that. Or obviously like a decent trophy fish. Catch a fish weighing at least 30 kilos using a picker rod. That's no walk in the park. Trophy sterlet using a feeder or picker rod. That's kind of annoying. And then this last one I don't even want to think about. Trophy cudum or black sea cudum using a feeder or picker rod. There's some other stuff too, but those are the ones that seem the hardest. Just gives you something to work towards though. And it's cool that it's like broken down into all the different types of fishing. It's a little weird that I guess they just didn't know how to break it down between spin fishing and like other stuff. So they've got like jigging has its own category. And then you've got light and ultralight fishing, which is kind of cool. Telescopic. And then you've got bolo and match rod, which it looks like you do have to specifically use bolo. I wish you could just do it all with match, but some of them you do have to do bolo. But a good many of them say either one, so it's kind of cool. Do you get any bonuses? There, yeah, you get medals. So like if you go to it's just a way to like rack up awards, right? Some of the big tournaments give you awards, like the tournaments that RF4 puts on. And then they've been adding systems that give you awards, such as the trophy cards and now the qualifications. Looks like they will give you, I say that, I'm assuming when you finish stage 7, you will get an award. Have I read that? Is that true? I think that's true. I mean, it's completely optional, but it gives you something to focus on, like at least something to work towards if you just need that kind of like quest, like mission kind of motivation. You get rewards for trophy cards. Rewards for trophy cards. If you mean the medals, yeah. You don't get rewards other than the medals. But like, so when I finished that perch finally at Mosquito, it gave me this medal on my account. Keeping the grinders grinding, that is true. It should give you stuff. Yeah, maybe. Silver? I don't know. I think it could be cool if what I think would be cool is if it gave you something with a special skin on it. Nothing like super crazy. Some of the easier stuff could be like a lure that has a special skin, or some of the really like great achievements could be just kind of normal gear. Not like top end gear, but just like normal gear with a cool skin on it. You know what I mean? You were thinking passive perks? I don't think I would like that, because then then people who grind out all of the rewards would have an inherent advantage over someone that didn't feel like doing it. It should just really be optional, but there still are ways you could reward with some stuff. Gives you a new map. That's hilarious. What's up, Thea? Happy holidays, Thea. What's up, Fish Killer? So you're saying if somebody loses a lure and a fish, there's a chance that the next person could retrieve that lure? Are there trophy Arctic char orders at Tunguska? I think so. Occasionally, maybe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not for sure. If they added rewards, you would probably be disappointed by the reward. Well, I really think it should be cosmetic. Oh, you've got one in your net, just don't know when to sell. Yeah, I'm not sure. Have you asked in chat? Are you in my in-game chat? Somebody in there would probably know. That's why I think RF4 should get into cosmetic stuff. Mystic Nightmare says yes, they are trophy Arctic char orders at Tunguska. Oh, I forget your Big Daddy Ascertain. I'm sorry. So I think RF4 should get into skins, but I don't mean that in a way to earn more real money. I just mean as a way to like diversify some of the rewards and achievements and things you do in game. It's like, what if there were special skins sometimes for like a Saber 60 or certain lures? I don't know. I think it'd just be cool. Just get a little bit more interesting stuff. Yeah, I mean, obviously, yes, I would love stuff that you could customize your own boat and your own person. I mean, I wish they would do all of that stuff, but to me, the starting point might be with like existing gear, allowing there to be special skins. Shadow is working on becoming a proper Twitch streamer. He almost has affiliate status on his channel. That's awesome, Thea. What's he going to stream? Is he going to be focused on one game or something else? Or what's he doing? Yeah, unless the mirror carp start biting, nighttime might not be the most exciting in this spot. We'll see. Usually the trophy orders are around 11 kilos. Okay. That's cool, Thea. So shooters mostly at this point, huh? That's probably what he enjoys playing the most. Ascertain says, I've got a 12.5 kilo in my net. Oh, wow. You have a big Arctic. Can't get him to stream DDO or games like that, but he's doing okay. That's cool. Do I still play Call of the Wild? It's been a long time since I played it, Dev. I have not played it since they added the Colorado map. It was before that I last played. What about you? You've been playing? Colorado's fun. That's awesome. Go on a little turkey hunt. Celebrate Thanksgiving. You got a diamond turkey? Delay test? You testing me or chat? Ascertain. Yeah, a little bit Hubble. Not a lot recently, though. Mostly what I'm playing recently is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I have a PS4 and a PC dev. I haven't been able to get a PS5 yet. Probably sometime after the New Year's I'll get one. I guess I'm going to play Cyberpunk on the PC. I was planning on letting that be the game that I played on the PS5, but I'm not going to wait for it. I'll just play it on PC. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, for a while I was really trying to find one, but every time I would like get one in my cart or something, it would just, the website would crash or it'd error out. I was just like, whatever. It's crazy. Even on Black Friday, like I figured some people were holding stock back for Black Friday, but other than some of the like price gouging bundles and stuff, there really weren't many available on Black Friday either. A Cyberpunk rap on PS5. Wait, is that a real thing? So you have to wrap it yourself, though. This isn't an official Sony thing, right? Cyberpunk wrap PS5. Okay. Wait. Which one? There's multiple. That looks pretty legit. That looks like Cyberpunk more than this one. That looks totally fake. But that one looks like it could be legit. Wait, what is this? Did they actually release a Cyberpunk Xbox X? Xbox One X? Almost makes me want to get an Xbox One X. Not really, though. It's discontinued. Is that an old thing? Is that even the new Xbox? That's the old Xbox, isn't it? Or is that the new one? Kind of confused. Yeah, that must be the old one, huh? The block is the new one, yeah. Y'all are right. Has anyone else played? Any of y'all been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, or just me? There's an interception. The Georgia Bulldogs are getting it done tonight. Oh, don't fumble it. There are some bugs. I've only run into a couple, but there are some for sure. And I think graphics depend on what you're playing it on. The PC, it looks amazing. I've heard the PS4 has some... It's not quite as good as a PC graphically. But I've just played it on the PC. I like it. The only complaint I have is the way they're doing loot this time around. You don't get loot from enemies that you kill. You only get crafting materials and currency from enemies that you kill. The loot you actually have to find in chests hidden in the world. So I love the story, the setting, the gameplay. I always love Assassin's Creed games. They're right up my alley in terms of like historical fiction kind of stuff. But I really don't like what they're doing with the loot this time around. It is it's less motivating to keep playing when the loot is structured as it is. I don't know if that makes sense. If you haven't played it, it's kind of hard to explain, but like in the old one, you just never knew when like a really cool legendary or something was going to drop. I say the old one, the last couple ones, like Origins and Odyssey. But loot doesn't drop like that anymore. No, Valhalla is not fully optimized for next gen at all. My buddy's playing it on the PS5. And it definitely looks better than it did on the PS4 for him. But it's not, a year from now, 2 years from now, we'll start seeing games come out that have been fully optimized for those systems. It'll be amazing. Yes, CPAZ, I logged in. I'm honestly don't have any motivation to play Shadowlands until I finished Valhalla. Like, I think what I'll do is finish Valhalla, hopefully in the next couple days, maybe week. And then I'll put some time into the new expansion. And I will play that till Cyberpunk comes out. And just see how much I get into it. What about you, CPAZ? Have you played any? I definitely plan on playing it. I'm sure I'll get to the end of the expansion at some point. I'm kind of into the story of Valhalla, so I don't really want to... It's hard for me to get into something else. Miles Morales is pretty good looking, though. Yeah, I've heard it looks excellent. It's a good point. That's probably one of the games that's taking advantage of the new stuff, the new system, more than most. Cyberpunk's not going to even have a PS5 or new Xbox version until way down the line. What's up, Terrible? Thank you. I appreciate it. I just started the 50 to 60 storyline at 51. Keep getting sidetracked by fishing and other things. Only problem is that it's a sequel-like game, about 1/4 the size of the first game. Yeah, it's a smaller game. That's true, Dev. Yeah. So CPAS, you know how in the very beginning you're like running around with Jaina? Like, I'm talking the first like 5 quests you do after getting to the Shadowlands area. I'm still in that first little area. I went to get cereal and grabbed spoiled milk. So here goes some good cereal. That's the worst. I can't stand, like, pour a bowl of cereal, so excited, and then you realize the milk is spoiled. Can't drink milk. No kidding. You were fishing for carp at DC today? Fishing at the tidal basin? That's awesome. I had no idea that that was a thing. In front of the Jefferson Memorial. What the heck is that? Catfish. Now that is cool. Didn't know you can find worms and dung beetles in the wood of a dock? Yeah. So catfish and carp, huh? That is a monster. Wow. Wife opened a package of meat today, not expired, but obviously went bad. Smelled up the whole house, an awful smell. Had to open all the windows. And it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit here. Yikes. Catfish and carp YouTuber is really good at what it... Carp and cats. Catfish and carp is a YouTube channel. I wonder when they're gonna start the. I wonder if they're gonna do like the Yuletide Christmas stuff in RF4, like in terms of having the little shops and stuff.
I love catching big catfish. I love catching big carp. Me and my boys, we love catching anything that swims. The bigger, the better.
Look at that sturgeon. Hold on. I wonder where that is. Sturgeon hunter. That straight up looks like a dinosaur. All right, see you, Dev. Blue trophy. It's a white sturgeon. Columbia River. That's crazy. He got demonetized. Had his comments turned off because his kids are in it a lot. Interesting. Is that a problem with YouTube? I mean, with, yeah. They don't want to have kids in your videos? No children allowed? I'll have to check out his channel, though. He's a lawyer. Copyrights thing. How old do you have to be in YouTube videos? Because my kids always ask me when we can start streaming together. Or making videos. 13. Oh, that's for users, though. It's not illegal for kids under 13 to create profiles as long as the parents are aware of the account. They have to use a parent's account. Interesting. Interesting. He put up a video today about carp fish in the UK. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to check it out off stream. That's awesome. Kids and hooks. It's too dangerous. That's funny. You're putting your kids at risk by letting them be around hooks. I guess I could see them not wanting people to use kids as, you know, like a way to try to get views or something. Maybe. I don't know. Child labor. All right, if the buy rate doesn't pick up here soon, then we're gonna either leave or at least start changing things up because this is painful. I mean, we did just go through the overnight, but it's been 17 minutes since we caught a fish. Definitely extras, yeah. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I used to watch this guy that like reviewed board games. He always had his kids on there giving their input, but I don't know. Maybe things are different now. I'm on the Caviar setup. Yeah, I'm using Caviar right now. Thanks for the follow, Cinco. I appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. Colcusius. All right, Dev. Good luck. Have fun. What did you just say in chat, Keeler? 20 kilo common order? just to make progress on that silly thing where we need to use different flavored boilies, let's do like, like oyster and garlic. And so let's do oyster. Actually, let's do garlic mussels 20, oyster 16. Guarantee it'll still get a bite. I mean, it's like the same, you know what I mean? We should get a 2-for-1 there, right? Using two different, I don't know, maybe we don't. We'll see. A lot of the time he puts 2 videos whenever he goes somewhere out of state, puts one video on his main channel about fishing, and the other channel he makes a full video on the whole day. That's cool. That's really cool. No, I like that. Yeah, one reason why we're getting such a slow bite rate also, I forgot, we did throw the 26 size on this middle rod. So it's probably killing our bite rate. But if I can be patient, and if we happen to get a decent one, one of the carp challenges is to catch something over 25 on boilies that are above 25 millimeter. Where is it? Oh, this one. Catch a fish weighing at least 20 kilos using a boilet or pellet of at least 25 millimeter. So we just have to do it once. So I was just trying to like be patient for a second. That's a big old boilie. Yeah, it is. It is, and we also have a big old hook on there, 2-0 hook. So if we do catch something in it, you might think it'd be a pretty big fish, but who knows? It's like early. It's like 8:40 in the morning. I mean, this is a good time to get a bite, no matter what you have in there. So hopefully it'll work. I may do a little bit of Assassin's Creed just for a little while after we fish for a while. If anybody wants to see it just briefly, I won't bore you with it for too long, but might play it for a little bit. All right, here we go. This is a big boilie. Is it 20 kilos? I don't think so. Oh, we also have the bigger size PVA bags. So like we're stacking the deck towards bigger fish right now. It's a decent fish, but it's not going to be 20, is it? It'll be like 16 or something. Do I throw it in there for one more go round? See if we can get another one? I think I do. Because we know it'll bite now. We just got to be patient and get the big one. 13.8, 13.3. All right, and here's our little picker rod. Whoa. Okay, hold on. All right, we don't want this to run on us. We want it to stay off to the right. This is probably smaller than the last fish, but because of the test on the picker rod and the strength of the picker rod, we just don't have as much strength. I'm just using a little avia. Look at this rod bend though. It's actually kind of fun using this little noodle to catch carp on. I know it looks like it's a good one, but remember, this is only like 21 kilo, 22 kilo stuff. So it may not be as good as it appears, but we can hope. I'm also running braided line just to try not to get spooled too quick. Because ideally we want to catch a 30 kilo carp on this setup, which would be a nightmare, especially if that thing runs on us. All right, what is this? Looks like it might be a mirror, actually. Are picker rods strong? No. No, this is the This is the strongest picker rod you can get without spending a fortune on like the souped up ones with bonuses and stuff. Wait, this counts towards 2 tasks. 30 types of fish using a feeder or picker rod. So we got a mirror. And then 75 types of fish using a feeder or picker rod. All right. I'll show you how strong it is. The load capacity on this is 26 kilo. And like I said, that's about as strong as you can get on picker rods. There might be one with like bonuses that cost a fortune that might be a little stronger, but not by a lot, I don't think. What is this comment talking about? Trophy crucians. There's some really big carp on that part of the lake. Spent an hour fishing, got a really big carp, and fought it for 1.5 hours. Real time. Yeah, we had that big comment there too. He's talking about a mosquito in that video I posted yesterday or the day before. But yeah, I would say ideally picker rods are best used for bream and tench. Yeah, I think that's a good call. I'm just trying to get that feeder achievement. I should have just put on the first ride that I did the like garlic mussels and oyster. I should have just put size like 16 boilies and just gone ahead and gotten a faster bite, because then we could have thrown on the caviar stuff again. We're just trying to get the achievement for using different flavored boilies. Sorrento feeder rods. I mean, it somewhat depends on what fish you're going for. But like, this is what you want to do. So where's the Sorrento? I don't know which comma you have, but like, so for the Sorrento, the load capacity is 4.6 kilos, right? So you don't want line, you want line that's a lot less than that. So somewhere around 3 to 3.5 kilos, something like that. And then hooks, it just depends on what bait you're using and what fish you're going after. There's not like a definite answer to that. According to what comma you have for feeders, you have a lot more load capacity to play with, so you can go with a lot stronger line. You just want to make sure your rod is your strongest piece of your strongest element in your setup by a good bit. Boilies or pellets in 10 different flavors. Yeah, see, we should have gotten it. Maybe it counts the first one, garlic mussels. Let's switch it to oysters, like double oysters or something, and see if it counts again. Let's see if it counts again using double oysters. I bet it counts the first flavor. It doesn't give you a 2-for-1. So you're fishing bream? Well, for bream, I would use something like let's see. If your rod is strong enough, so you can't do this on the Sorrento because they don't have enough strength. But if your rod is strong enough, I'd use something like 6.8 line and then 6.4 leader. And I like size 8 for bream. And then, you know, whatever bait you're going with. Something like that. And then you'd want to put a cage on there and some bream mix. I would do something like that. Something around 6.4. But that's only if your rod is strong enough. With the Sorrentos, you have to do a lot weaker because your rod can only handle so much pull on it. Oh, let's look at the... Is there anything here that we would catch that would be different than other places on feeders? Probably not. On amber. I haven't caught a Chinese sleeper yet on a feeder, but there's no reason to do that here. I guess you could catch common barbel on a feeder here. We could throw like cheese or something in, see if we can get a barbel to bite. Yeah, I don't know. Um, let's see. We could just do straight fluorocarbon line. Is there barbel ground bait? I think there is, right? Yeah. And what size hook do we want for barbel? Like on the safer end? Maybe like a 6 maybe? And then maybe cheese. Do you think barbel at amber would bite cheese? Suggest best setup for 500, like for carp or gibble. For catching carp or gibble, I would just use your starter, like your Sorrentos or like whatever your... Whether you're using Sorrentos still or some type of comma or whatever you have. I think we're getting a bite on the oysters maybe. And so, yeah, I mean, the main question is like, what hook size do you want to use and what bait? And that kind of changes. Right now at Mosquito, I feel like night crawlers are working really well, but other people have also been doing well with, what was it? Honeydoe was catching tench. What else was catching? Was it cottage cheese? Something else was catching. I'm sure bread would work. I don't know what else has been catching gibbles and crucians this week. Probably most of the records are on night crawlers right now, but pea porridge. Okay, pea porridge. And then you can try different hook sizes. I mean, you really don't need a very big hook size, maybe like 12 or 10. If you're trying to like farm trophies, then you might use a bigger one, but I'm assuming we don't have a fish on right now. It's raining, it's pouring. Mostly night crawlers. Yeah, that makes sense. Are you still fishing right off that dock? That spot right near spawn? Yeah, you don't typically catch trophies till you're a little higher level. You occasionally get lucky at a low level, but you'll do better when you have leveled up your bait crafting to get specific baits, when you can afford nicer hooks, when you can get fluorocarbon leaders and stuff like that, and when you have more skill points to play around with. All right. Let's just try this while we're here. See if we can't get lucky on a barbel. Oh crap, I can't do that. Hold on. We can't do that with ground bait and put it in the same spot. We'll throw it way out here. The ground bait, if we put it that close to our PVA, I think it might cancel out the PVA. Golden Tinch at Amber? That would be amazing. Probably will only get common roach, but I was just hoping we might get like, go ahead and knock barbel off for a fish that we've caught on feeders, but I can't believe they added Golden Tinch to Mosquito. Mosquito is literally awesome now. I have not caught a trophy today. The largest carp I've had today is 16.9 kilos. What else would the barbel bite on here at Amber? I know there's another barbel bait. Amazing bream spot. Nice. Barbel. Cheese. Sometimes potatoes. I'm not sure. Taters, yeah. RFS4 4 Pro. RS4 4 Pro. Hello. Welcome. Man, come on. I just want to catch a fish on this first rod, especially because I want to see if I'm right on the way the game is tracking different boilie bites. Could you suggest where invest points on low level? Are you enjoying feeder fishing the most? If you're wanting to do float fishing or spin fishing, it's different. But if you're enjoying feeder fishing the most, I would do fishing with a feeder rod, 7 points. Max that out, spinning reel, and then choose whatever rig you want to use, like the most you want, that you want to use the most at first, which is probably either simple bottom rig, paternoster, or inline if you've unlocked that yet. Eventually you'll end up doing a lot of loop rig as well, probably, but put points in one of those because that'll increase your chance of a trophy when you're using that rig. But definitely do this first. This gives you control of the fish. You'll lose less fish. You also have a little bit of casting distance and accuracy. Yeah, some people have been doing okay at Amber. This spot has been pretty slow for me. Although the setups that I've been using most of the time were like pretty much set up to try to get trophies. So it's going to be a little slower. Alright, this should give us another Oh, it didn't. So what does that mean? Does that mean it didn't count the garlic and mussel? See, that's awkward. That's really awkward. Caviar. Have you used your free reset yet on skills? Yeah, I mean, it kind of puts you behind the 8 ball. But I will say, as you get to a little higher level, you've got tons of skill points to play with. You're going to want some points in spin fishing eventually anyway. So, I mean, over the long haul, it's not a big deal, but I get what you're saying. Look how quick that bite rate was because we're using smaller boilies on this one. All right, if this doesn't give us another point, then there's a bug in the way that the carp, the boilie flavors are counted. Oh, that sucks. So you got to be careful, because if you use 2 flavors and catch 1 fish, it only counts as 1 flavor. So both of those flavors are then gone. Not that there aren't enough flavors to get this done anyway, but it's still a little disappointing. All right, so let's try. Let's try salmon and salmon. And that should give us another one. And we'll switch this to the cheaper bags of caviar mix. You did that too? You still do mostly spin fishing? That's good. Try tiger. Well, I mean, I'm using all fishy setups, so I'm gonna keep with fishy, but please be 20 kilos. Oh, it's not. Oh, never mind. This is my cheese setup. I forgot I threw this in. I thought this was the big boiling one. Is that a barbel? Oh, is that a barbel? Oh, look, chat. We did it. Okay. We got our little task. All right, so we caught a barbel now. We add another fish to the list. I don't think there's anything else here we would necessarily want to, that we would want to go with this. All right. So that means we can get our other carp rod back up. Yeah, we'll sit on, this is our trophy rod. This is the one with giant boilie on it to try to get that 20 kilo one. All right, we're about to catch something on salmon, and then we'll switch to salmon and herbs. We're just rotating through boilie flavors, I guess, just trying to get some of the challenges done. Absolutely. I'm glad you caught me online. Batovsky, welcome to the channel. Thanks for your support. It is. I mean, this spot. Some people are like doing really well in this spot. For me, this spot has been painfully slow. At least with the like full caviar setup. It's been painful. Rhino beetles are half off in the store if you're planning on buying rhino beetles with gold. Noticed that earlier. Why do you think I should use tiger nuts? It doesn't go with the PVA I've got in the water. Yeah, that's smart, Rick. That is smart. Get a real fast bite rate. Did you notice, Rick, that if you do if you catch one with two flavors, you lose the possibility of getting credit for one of those flavors. Basically, it counts as both. It's kind of weird. All right, I gotta get a drink. This is brutal. What were we on? Salmon? What are you saving for, Big Daddy? Or are you just almost 24K? Rocket jet? For catfish or just to have like a really nice casting reel? I've never used a rocket jet before. Gotcha. Well, you'll have to let me know if you like it. I mean, I'm sure you'll like it, but how good you think it is. Decoder has one. Does Decoder like his? I mean, I know a lot of people that have them. I've always heard good things about them. But I've just not. I mean, occasionally I get into spin fishing, but not enough to do that, you know? There's definitely cheaper ways to get catfish, but overall you'll just have a really, really nice casting reel. So I mean, I get it. The other thing that's a little bit more confounds the issue at this point is now with those conventional reels, you know, just me personally, would I end up going conventional over, I don't know, maybe not. I mean, it depends on what the next water body's going to be, really, but I don't think you'll regret having a rocket jet, though. They're definitely like proven high quality reels for sure. I guess we could change the dip. I don't think the dip matters with conventional reels are more for trolling, especially if they come out with a saltwater type map. Casting reels are more for casting. Not that you can't troll with casting reels, but conventional reels are a lot more awkward to cast with. You're primarily going to use it to... Wait, did that not give me another... Hold on, what am I missing here? Catch fish using boilies or pellets in 10 different flavors. Why didn't it give me credit? Now I've broken the game or something. Where's one of my spicy salmon? I think I've broken it, Rick. Line cap is the major difference. Yeah. I mean, those conventional reels are just huge compared to casting reels, right? But again, it's like, yeah, I don't know, like trolling deep waters and stuff. Okay, I'm trying that, Rick. I took off the corn. So double boilie works, but it counts both boilies. Boilie and corn does not work. All right. Ooh. All right, I got to take off this. This is not working. Too slow. Forget trophies. Let's just try to catch a frickin' fish. You know what I mean? Caviar 16, caviar. Conventional 22 kilo is the same price as casting 27.5 kilo. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, there is one. I think it costs 25K. Was it 25K? There was one conventional reel that I was going to save for, but I ended up going with the cheaper one to use for cats. The Taiga C is what I ended up getting. But there was one that just looked really good, but I can't remember how much it cost. And I didn't ever do the comparison with the Rocket Jet. You may be right about that. The Cardinal? That sounds right. Is that the one you're comparing it to? I just thought the Cardinal looked really cool. And you've got that double gear ratio. Right? Where you can change the ratio. Or whatever it is. Cardinal S, maybe. You caught a sturgeon? Nice. Is there an active... Where are you? Are you at Sura? Is there an active sturgeon spot right now? I gotta try to catch a 30 kilo fish on a picker rod. Sturgeon might be the way to go. I don't know if I really want to do that tonight, though. Why does it... Why doesn't it remember me? Oh, maybe I didn't do my email. I can't remember if it made me do email or not. Let me just check my email real quick. Okay. You're not even sturgeon fishing? Huh. Oh, was it this? It was that. Gotcha. I mean, so much information is on this VK site. If someone converted this information into a wiki, like the info is there to make a very thorough wiki, right? Somebody just have to go to the work of putting it on the wiki and also possibly getting the permission of the VK site. I'm not sure how that would work. Or the permission of the person who owns this specific VK site. I don't know. Did they make it where we get hungry faster? Or is that just my imagination? After I get my new reel, I don't know if I should go for the classic or for an Ultima rod. Probably the Ultima, right? Isn't it worth it just to save for that if you've got the nicest casting reel? Do you at least have a rod you can use it on until you save up for that? That's a long time to save. Your other setup's Tagara. Why is this such a slow bite rate? The Tagara is painful with bigger fish. It's interesting. Well, so far no fish on the salmon 14 boilies. We'll hopefully get one here as the sun's coming up. You're still using gold 80s. It's a heavy setup, sucks your energy. Oh, weird. Do I have my... I didn't realize I had my Tagara on that Avalon. I thought I had it on the Sage. Yeah, I kind of want... Megaras to match on the Avalons. Steelhead? Yeah, it makes sense. Very consistent weather, temperature-wise. At Amber. 330 kilo timing, nice. How can I do garlic dough or pea porridge? You have to level up your bait crafting. So first you make wet bread, potato cubes. You can buy a shovel and dig. That'll give you points too. And just keep making baits. That's a beautiful carp. Yeah. It's really the only decent fish we've caught. I mean, we had a couple of like decent sized common carp, but it's been very slow for me out here. Happy to stop using the steelhead at Tunguska. Yeah. Is there a trick to getting off snag? Yeah, you have to. You actually have to keep your tension, your what's it called? My brain won't work. You have to keep your friction brake higher. You can't lower your friction brake when you right click to get off of it anymore. If that makes sense. So you kind of have to find a spot where you can keep it pretty tight without snapping it. And then a lot of times it'll come off. Yeah, not tonight. I'm just about done fishing. I'm gonna go play some Assassin's Creed soon. But I also am just kind of focused on. I want to try to keep making progress, especially on the feeder qualification. Well, let's see. What could we put on? We actually could do this. If we put on some dough, we'd probably catch a common carp eventually. We could add one to it. That'd be pretty easily. Honey dough, yeah. Did you really? Did you catch like small commons and stuff? Let's try that. Yeah, so we're going to change it to inline with, we actually need a really light probably just like 21 kilo. or 20.4, that's fine. And we're going to go with like size 4 hook to increase bite rate. And we'll try honey dough. And we're going to throw it away from our PVA. Over here somewhere. Wait a minute. PVA is not still on there, is it? Okay. Okay. Here goes the honey dough. It's got to be a little carp, right? Yeah, sturgeon are good silverfish. Yeah, there's a little carp. Alright. So it doesn't help to change bait. The only thing we want to do is catch different types of fish on any of the dough baits. So we'll throw it in one more time, just make sure we don't get like, I don't know, another type of carp. 12 kilo for 65 silver. Oh, finally the salmon pellets, boilies going off. I think it's because I put the caviar dip back on there. That that spicy salmon dip was not working. Yeah, now that I've got like size 1 hooks, the bite rate's gone way up, but we're catching these tiny fish. It's not good. Not good. Yes, fish sell for more at higher level maps. Yeah, in general that's true. Is there a fish on, just like a small one? No. Yeah, so like if you catch a ton of fish at Mosquito and then go to Amber and sell them, they're worth a little bit more. Trophy Arctic sells for 70 more at Tunguska than Volkov. Interesting. That's a big difference. Alright, be something other than a common carp. I don't know what the likelihood of that is. Like, we could also do potatoes, maybe. Just see if we get lucky on a mirror carp or something. Oh, that's not a dough bait, though. Never mind. It could have been smaller. Hey, that is a mirror. That's awesome. So that's another one. Now we've gotten 2 off. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. I mean, I just can't imagine we're going to get... I mean, egg dough. We're going to catch anything else here? I mean, we could just try it for a minute. Are we going to get anything else on amber with dough that we wouldn't just catch easily somewhere else? Probably not. We could definitely get tench at mosquito on honey dough right now. That would add another one. I wonder if bread counts towards the dough baits. No. Egg dough, honey dough, cottage cheese dough, garlic dough, sweet dough. Okay. That's 5 baits. So they're not counting a porridge, cornmeal or oatmeal or pea. Not counting pearl barley. Not counting semolina. Semolina seems like a dough bait to me. Bread too, kinda, but semolina, it's weird it's not on that list, I think. It's more fun that we're at least catching fish now. All right, this should give us credit towards another flavor of boilie right here. Beautiful. Okay. All right, now we're doing it. So now let's go to salmon and herbs 16. All right, here's egg dough. Is that? What is that? Ooh. A barbel. Okay, that's kind of nice. Getting a barbel on dough. Boy, I would not have predicted that. Egg dough barbel. Huh. Oops. All right, salmon and herbs about to be off the list. Unless it's a barbel or something. Nope, we're good. Okay. Now we're rolling. So how about... halibut and berries, but I don't have any small ones, so we might have to wait a long time. Spicy halibut 16. I like that. I like that. That'll work, I bet. Since fishy is working down here somewhat. All right, let's see what egg dough number 2 fish is. Look at this, y'all. It's the barbel. The barbel are coming in on the egg dough. All right, what about sweet dough down here? Did we say if pea porridge counts? No, none of the porridges. So sweet dough, garlic dough, cottage cheese, honey dough, egg dough. Okay. That's pretty cool. I did not know that about egg dough. And it was not a long time to wait. Those barbel bites were pretty fast on egg dough. It's kind of interesting. I bet that 4 kilo mirror, mirror order is done now. I probably missed that, but that's okay. It wasn't worth, it's too far to travel to go back for a small order like that. A wolf? Thank you for the follow. Wolfie. Appreciate it. All right, this is our first sweet dough bite.
Challenge.
Hey,
Challenge accepted.
Wolfie, thanks for the sub. Welcome and thank you. You're too kind. I appreciate that. What happened to our sweet dough bite? It went away. We do have size 4 hooks, so if that was like a crucian or a gibble or something, it may have taken a nibble and then decided the hook was too big. Follows and immediately subs. Yeah, that's like some serious support. Let's dig on this dock some more. All right. Hey, guess what? Wait, what is that? Holy cow. I kind of want to keep using the spicy halibut. That was the first fish on spicy halibut. Dang. All right, what else do we have that's fishy we could try down here? We could try tiger nut. Someone suggested that earlier. Oh, tuna. Obviously, we should do tuna and pepper. I've watched your YouTube series, just was waiting to catch you live. Well, thank you again, Wolfie. I really appreciate it. And thanks for the support of watching the YouTube videos as well. That means a lot. All right, let's see what we're getting here. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a Crucian. That's what I figured when I saw how the bite kind of went away. What do y'all think? Cottage cheese dough? Is it worth even trying? Or garlic dough? We'll try cottage cheese dough briefly. I don't know if anything weird here would go on cottage cheese or garlic dough though. So now we've seen a red starvus and a mirror ghost carp down here. Yeah, you see something like that happen, you almost want to like use spicy halibut and see if that's a thing. If there's a higher percentage of some of the rares coming in on spicy halibut or something right now. You'd have to rebuild the PVA and everything, but I don't know. It's just weird, first fish to be a rare one. I mean, there's always that chance, but it's interesting. What are you saying? Those are the fish that you've caught down here? All right, here's a fish on cottage cheese. Oh, imagine a carp with all that. Yeah. I think it's on there. Yeah. Uh-oh, it's small. What's going to be on cottage cheese? Just another like Crucian Gibbles fish? Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem with these dough baits, right? We'll try garlic dough just to be sure, but I think at least at amber, I think we're gonna have a hard time getting too many more species on dough baits. Am I near peg 1? No, I'm actually over on the other side, a little past peg 3, and for the most of the night, I've been casting like right about in this direction, 25-meter clip with caviar stuff. A lot of folks are getting a lot of trophy carp down here, but for me, it's been pretty slow, to be honest. Not now there are some rares, which is nice, and we've gotten a mirror ghost and the starvus we just got, but nothing really special and pretty slow bite rate. Okay, so here is garlic dough. This would be a big Crucian, so this must be like a small common or something, right? Or a barbel again? No, it's a mirror, I think. All right, we already had one of those. All right, so I think we're done with dough baits down here. Super big trophy carp accidentally suck up those Crucians. Yeah. Yeah, especially if they're just sitting there still. Okay. So let's change this back to classic pop-up. And because it's a picker rod, let's use an actual carp leader. Because it's a picker rod, look at what we're having to do in terms of a sinker. I'm having to use a 20-gram one to stay under the test. So we've got a tiny little, tiny sinker on there. It's so lightweight for carp fishing, but the picker rod test is so small. All right, we're gonna try this again. 25 clip, and we want to cast it like over here. We're going with the spicy halibut again just to see if we can catch another rare off of it. You caught yourself a crayfish. Nice. All right. We need to get off the, we're wasting our double bags because we're really just using large one hooks, so it's probably not worth using the double PVA bags at this point. All right, so let's see if we can get something on the tuna and the spicy halibut, just out of curiosity. Let's see if we can get a bite on one of those two. Yeah, so we're way down here in I8. I probably need to try to make some silver instead of sitting here staring at inactive rods. Are you carp fishing? I think amber might be a little slow overall. I don't know. Some people are having some success, but it just feels a little slow to me. I'm guessing Tunguska is probably a little more reliable silver right now. Or maybe trolling Volkov. Some people have been making decent silver trolling Volkov. I don't know what lures are working right now. Let's see. Atlantic salmon. Oh, well, there you go. Snatcher S003. Wait, is any of that the last couple days? Yeah. Oh, you're fishing for beluga. Yikes. That can be slow, huh? You were fishing there without PVA and it's painful? Yeah, I bet so. If you're going to fish without PVA, you almost need to go to like small hooks, or small boilies, or like boilie and corn or double corn, just to try to increase the bite rate. The fish might not be as big, but you can still make decent silver as long as you increase that bite rate. What were they in? Arctic? And what else? That's what you do? Okay. Arctic char and Arctic amul? Is that what it's called? Oh, grayling, right. Big Daddy. You're number 1. You are number uno. And you're number dos. Spinnerbait 1004. I like it. The Russian sturgeon are biting at 101.57. Wait, is that an Octuba coordinate? Hey, hey. All right, so that was on tuna. So now we want to go to tuna pepper. You're so excited for tuba? Nice. Okay, that's good to know, Wolfie, because I was trying to figure out if I could catch a 30-kilo Russian sturgeon on my picker setup. Wait, what was that we just caught? A tiny common. Alright. Let's just throw in tiger nuts real quick. I'm going to have to wrap this up soon. You see how short that toss was? I forget I was using the picker rod. river mussel wheat. 30 kilo on a picker rod. 30 kilo sturgeon on a picker rod. That sounds ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, it's got a 26 kilo load capacity. It's going to be painful. But you got to catch a 30 kilo something on a picker rod. So I feel like Russian sturgeon might be the easiest to get to 30 without having to wait a million years. I don't know. I do have to figure out how to set it up, though, so I can get as much strength as possible out of it. I mean, I'll tell you what would be safer than a Russian sturgeon would be a 30 kilo like grass carp. Only because at Old Berg or even Bear, you could probably set it up where you might be not get spooled. And you just tire it out. But 30 kilo grass carp or black carp or whatever are pretty rare. You know what I mean? So you're still waiting a long time. So I don't know. I was eating the last few crumbs of honey roasted mixed nuts. Planters honey roasted mixed nuts. I'm just really hungry for some reason. Yeah, they are good. Lobster? Wow. That's a tough craving to get. It's hard to fill that one in a hurry. Black Sea Beluga have? Wow, that's cool. That's awesome, Wolfie. What was I about to look at? Oh yeah, this. Nope, not that. Carp one. I wanted to see the carp one. That's what I was looking for. This one. All right, so that counted for tuna 16. Okay, cool. All right, this should count for tuna and peppers. And then hopefully that one will be a fish on tiger nuts. We are on our way. 218. That's humongous. Oh, look at this. It's a frame-sided. This should be 2 different qualifications. All right, so there's another flavor of pellet. And 10 different types of fish using hair rigs. So we're at 6 out of 10 now. Someone has a high-level account named 1,000 Kilo Beluga. That's funny. What's up, Crimson? You saw my red mirror? What, did it show up as weekly or something? I didn't notice that. Somewhere in experience records? That's funny. Oh, when I was in qualification checking, I got you. I think I've used all of the fishy flavors, at least that I have on me right now. But we can finish off. We're almost there. We can finish it off another time. Or I could switch to sinking boilies, but I don't know. What is an amino pop-up? Beluga record is still 700K? Good grief. Can't even imagine a fish that big, for real. Well, we've ended up making a lot of progress in the qualification stuff just from doing all of the random boilie flavors. And we got a few more of the dough. Yeah, we're doing pretty good, but we haven't made a ton of silver tonight for sure. I would choose alpha. I don't really want to become famous. Thank you, though. So I would choose alpha, but what's the other thing? Between alpha and gold, you would choose alpha, but you would also consider saving up till you can buy a what? What's it called? A caliber. Okay, KP Shimino. Are you going to start going live more often? Yeah, I mean, I should have a little more time, honestly, over the holidays and into the new year. Because, yeah, just work-wise, I've got a couple more days off now. So some of it will just depend on how much into RF4 I am, like how much I'm playing it. All right, so we just got tiger nuts done. But yeah, it's potential. There's potential that I could try to stream a little more often. Also, make a few more videos over the next month or two. There is potential for that. I don't know. This amino might be too weird. It might not catch anything. Especially putting it with fishy stuff. We'll give it another minute or two, but I'm not going to wait through another overnight. What's up, Null Signal? Spice Mix has been working well. I'm not sure if I've put that one in yet or not. I don't think I have. Yeah, spicy halibut is actually what caught this. Red Starbus. But I was still using caviar dip and caviar PVA. So you may be right there about the spicy. Yeah. Is it Hot Devil? For dip? Yeah. I had on spicy salmon for dip and it didn't work, but when I put back black caviar dip back on, it worked. So it was kind of weird. Not really sure. All right, let's see how we did. Let's see if there's any orders actually. Seems like they're trending more towards fruit baits now. Oh, is that right? Even in that same spot null signal? I didn't try fruits at all tonight. I did all fishy and spicy stuff for the most part. But I didn't do too well. It was pretty slow, to be honest. The one at the tree. Were you going 35 meters out? Full cast? Okay. Yeah. So the trophy common order is still up. That would have been really nice. 328 silver. But we did not get it. $500 silver. But we're not going to talk about how long we were fishing for. 500 silver is 500 silver, though. All right. I'm going to peace out. Thank you again, Wolfie, for the sub. Thank you all for the new follows. It's great hanging out with you. Hope to see you soon.